Okay, this is a walkthrough video for Electrons, Part 1, Review Worksheet 1. And this is the first 4 questions. Okay, so how many sublevels are in the 4th principal energy level? So I'm going to give you all of the detail you need here. So the principal energy level is when you write the big number in front. So the first one that we learned was a 1s. There is no 1p, there's no 1d, there's no 1f. The second principal energy level, right, you should know there's a 2s and there's a 2p. The third energy level, you come through a 3s, there's a 3p, and the first d sublevel is a 3d. And then finally, the fourth energy level, there's a 4s, a 4p, a 4d, and there is a 4f. So when they ask how many sublevels there are in the 4th principal energy level, the correct answer would be 4. There's a 4s sublevel, a 4p sublevel, a 4d sublevel, and a 4f sublevel. So on the ones that you should list, it's these. So if I ask the same question about the second energy level, right, there would be 2 sublevels. There would be a 2s and a 2p. All right, moving on to the next question. Which orbital is shaped like a double barbell? When you're looking at this, it's pretty easy to decipher, but the double barbells are D. Looks like this. Now there is the D that looks like this, but that's the weird one. So if they say double barbell, they mean a D orbital. If they say barbell, then they mean a p orbital. And then of course a sphere is an s orbital. Just keep in mind that each one of these things that's drawn here would hold 2 electrons. So right, an s holds 2 electrons, an s orbital. A p orbital also holds 2 electrons, so that means each of these would hold 2, right? And the total for a p would be 6, which you see there. And then the d, you have 5 d orbitals in a d sublevel. And there would be 2 in this area that's represented there, 2 in this double barbell, 2 in this double barbell, 2 in this double barbell, and 2 in this. So I realize it may be confusing when you think, wait, if this barbell shape holds 2, why wouldn't this one hold 4? Remember, it's not the shape that matters. This shape is just a mathematical expression of where you're most likely to find the electron. So anyway, make sure you realize that each of these shapes. So the shapes you need to be aware of are sphere, single barbell, double barbell. And that would be s orbital, p orbital, d orbital. Okay, moving on to the next question. How many p orbitals are in the 3rd principal energy level? So this comes right from your orbital diagram. If we were writing the 3p orbitals, right, you would have 1, 2, 3 p orbitals. So in any principal energy level, I could change this to the 2nd principal energy level, and it would still be 3p orbitals. Or the 4th principal energy, still 3p orbitals. So if you're talking about within a particular principal energy level, there's only going to be 1 3p or 1 4p or 1 2p. And so there's only 3 orbitals with that. So just to throw this question back here, right? So this is a full p sublevel. So if this is a 2p sublevel, it looks like this. If it's a 3p sublevel, it looks like this. It's just a little bit bigger. It's 4p, so but they still have 1, 2, 3. So hopefully that makes sense. But as always, if it's not clear from the video, or you just prefer to be one-on-one, just make sure you ask me in class, and I'll go over this stuff with you until you're comfortable with it. What is the maximum number of electrons that it can exist in the 3rd energy level? So this is a throwback to our first question, right? How many sublevels are in the 3rd energy level? So the 3rd energy level is made up of a 3s, 3p, and a 3d. So if you keep that in mind, then it's really easy to answer this question. So 3s, that holds how many electrons, right? Every s sublevel is 2 electrons. And then a 3p, a p holds 6 electrons. So 6 electrons. And then a 3d holds 10 electrons. There is no 3f, so if you realize that these are what constitutes the third energy level, then it's just an issue of adding these up. So there's 2 in the s, 6 in the p, and 10 in the d, and so the total amount for the third energy level is 18 electrons, and that would be your answer there. Okay, so that concludes these first 4. Hopefully that helps, and again, if it doesn't, make sure you ask me in class and I will straighten it out with you.